Hi, I'm Stephen Wettenstein, here to introduce a new show. It's a news show. Well, that's not entirely true. It's a comedy show, but it's got news. It might not be funny, so it's not really funny kind of news. It's just like Newsyish. Welcome to Newsyish. Here are your headlines. A Chinese airport was shut down last month after an employee reportedly saw a UFO. It is the 8th reported UFO sighting in China, and like the other times, the boy Martians were invited to stay and the girl Martians were told they had to go back home. In the FBI's biggest police corruption bust in history, 89 law enforcement officers were arrested for aiding Puerto Rican drug cartels and cocaine distributions. Feds first became suspicious of the officers when they noticed them snorting their powdered donuts. Popular television show Glee has just surpassed the Beatles to be the most frequented artist on the Billboard Top 100. In an aid to humble Glee's newfound success, look out for guest star next week, Yoko Ono. In a recent trip to New York, Kim Kardashian ran into trouble when an intoxicated fan threw a drink on the reality star. The fan then attempted to kick Kardashian's ass but was promptly defeated when the ass instead ate the assailant's foot. Kim Jong-il made a rare appearance at the 65th anniversary of the North Koreans' Workmen's Party with his son and apparent heir, Kim Jong-un. Everything seemed to be going pretty well until Il was forced to imprison most of the attendees for failing to truly teach him how to Dougie. Teach him how to Dougie. 3 University of Wisconsin students were fined a total of $86,000 after being hit with over 130 citations while hosting a house party. So make sure you come out next week to the Let's Post Bail Party. Girls are free, guys are $5,000. The adult entertainment industry was recently caught in a frenzy when one of the leading pornography actors was found to be HIV positive. Several porn shoots were forced to shut down while women who were believed to have intercourse with the man were located. Well, as long as you can't get AIDS from watching it, said every guy in the world. Iran has imposed laws banning several subjects from being taught in the country, including law, philosophy, psychology, women's studies, and human rights, deeming them based on Western school of thought. But don't worry, kids, there's still plenty of seats in Death to America 101 and Beginner's Terrorism. Rapper Jay-Z's debut book, Decoded, is set to be released soon, where Jay talks about his transition into being a leader in the music industry from originally selling crack. The book will be available in its original 336-page edition or the kid-friendly censor version clocking in at 2 paragraphs. Keith Richards also has a memoir, Life, with 576 pages and 15 extra blank ones in case you run out of your rolling papers. Now at a closer look at what's happening at our own campus, the C-SPAN Civics bus recently made a stop at Drexel University, parking on campus and inviting students inside to check out the displays. Because if your Math 102 class didn't bore you enough, try substituting it by watching C-SPAN in a windowless bus. University Crossings, a local apartment complex and dormitory, was recently infested with hundreds of bed bugs. When asked about the issue, Drexel first asked to see the bugs' SAT scores, but then when the credit check came through, they just accepted. Drexel held its first Hazing Prevention Week, where students attended seminars on safe rushing for fraternities, sororities, and other student-run groups. Though many students were able to make it out for the event, several were forced to show up late after having to finish up a quick teabagging. After nearly a year of debate, Drexel has finally switched to using only cage-free eggs in the cafeterias, from chickens who are not raised in confined spaces. Now the only thing you'll find in the dining hall that used to be behind bars is T-Bone the Omelet Chef. AE Pi, Drexel's national Jewish fraternity, raised over $2,000 for charity by playing tennis in the Armory for 24 consecutive hours. Though the money raised and the ability to play for that long are great accomplishments, they were both underscored by the fraternity's ability to get 27 Jews to play a sport. We recently beat out neighbor University of Pennsylvania for an award promoting green initiatives and sustainability. When asked about losing the award, a UPenn student responded with, "What's a Drexel?" So as many students know, early last year, Drexel opened a satellite campus in Sacramento, California. In an aid to bridge the gap between them and us, here on the main campus, we'll check in with our senior self-starting, salary-capped, saucy Sacramento correspondent, Andrew Lee. How's it going, Andrew? Can you hear me?
What?
There he is. How's it going over there in Sacramento, bud?
Awesome. Proposition 8, baby. Weed is legal. Woohoo! Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
So a bunch of us had this election thing. You know elections, right?
Well aware.
Yeah, so So we had these elections and we were asked, do we want to keep weed illegal? And obviously I don't think everyone else does either. So we voted no on it. And we also voted that we're allowed to wear boxers, like these ones. Steve, can you see them?
Yes, I can see them, Andrew. Actually pretty cool, but I think you have a couple things messed up. First off, you're talking about Proposition 8, and that was a ban 2 years ago on gay marriage.
Wait, we could gay marry?
Kinda, but that's besides the point. I think you're thinking about Prop 19, which ended prohibition for marijuana, and that failed.
Well, that blows. Well, it leads to victory for being allowed to wear boxers, right?
Well, again, not exactly. I just feel like when you voted for boxers, you were actually voting for Senator Barbara Boxer, probably not the clothing.
So wearing boxers are illegal.
Probably without anything over them, yeah.
So I probably shouldn't be wearing only these on campus right now.
Nope.
I've got 2 strikes. I probably should go.
That or, you could just put pants on.
No time, Steve. No time.
Thank you, Andrew. And now for a final thought. If Tyler Perry can make a movie and call it 4 Color Girls, why can't we rename any movie with Vin Diesel 4 Stupid Bros? Thanks for watching. That was Newsyish.